Hello friends, how are you? I hope you all are doing good. Today's my video is going to be about a support, a help from Canadian government for raising your kids. We call this in Canada child care benefit. So I'm going to talk about all this in this video, and the good point is this, that it is applicable to all permanent residents and to temporary residents. So let's start. So friends, as I mentioned that this is a support from Canadian government to all families who are eligible for applying child care benefit. The all families who are temporary residents and permanent residents in Canada. Temporary residents, I mean study permit holders and work permit holders. So study permit holders and work permit holders can also apply for child care benefit, but there is a condition for that. So I'm going to discuss few things which these people have to meet before applying this. And before coming to the conditions, let me explain you what is a child care benefit. So friends, child care benefit is amount which is tax free and given by Canadian government to the families who have small kids and the kids who are like younger than 17 years. This benefit is given to all families who have kids who are below than 17 years old. So how to explain you? So thing is that the Canadian government understand it very well that raising a kid is not easy. It requires lots of energy, lots of time, and definitely lots of money. So energy and time, of course, you need to spend on your kids, but Canadian government thinks that let's give a kind of monetary support to the families to raise their kids. So this money comes by the CRA, Canadian Revenue Agency, in your accounts, and this money is not taxable. So friends, as I told you, this money is not taxable. So let's talk how you can apply. Let's first talk about the temporary resident. Temporary residents are the people who do not have permanent status in Canada. So for example, student visa holders and work visa holders. So if you are a student, if you are an international student in Canada and you have a kid who is younger than 17 years old, you can apply for child care benefit. But one condition you need to meet before applying that is you have to be in Canada for at least 18 months. So for example, you come to Canada for 2 years course, you are in Canada and it's already been 18 months. Now you are eligible for applying a child care benefit for your young kid. Now how to calculate child care benefit? Child care benefit is calculated by CRA, Canada Revenue Agency. You just need to apply for that and they will let you know, or the money will come in your account like either by direct deposit or by check. So it depends how you file your taxes. So say you filed your tax last year, because you are already in Canada from last 18 years, so you must have filed your taxes for last year. Taxes are applicable over here from January to December, so you may have filed your taxes somewhere in March or April last year. So after filing your taxes, if you were having any refund, so the refund came to you by a check or via direct deposit. So your child care benefit CCB will also come the same way. If the refund came in your account directly, like by direct deposit, then CCB will come directly also. But if that refund or you haven't given your bank details in CRA account, then that will come through check. This money comes roughly around 20th of every month. I also get that because I have a kid who is 8 years old. So this always come around 20th of that month. It generally come on 20th of that month, but if 20th is some holiday or anything, then this money comes before 20th. It's never late. It generally comes early or on 20th. So how you can be eligible for that, definitely I'm gonna share the link in the description box regarding that. But it depends on your net income. How much is your net income? So say your net income is after deducting the taxes. So say if your income is below than $31,711, then this is the amount where you can apply for child care benefit, and this is gonna be 6,765 per year. So it for per child, and if we calculate that monthly it's gonna be 563.75 for the kids who are younger than 6 years. If you have a kid who is between the age of 6 to 17 years, then the child care benefit is gonna be 475.66, which is 5,708 per year. So this depends on the net income of your family. If your net income is this much, or say if your net income is going to be a little higher from that, then I will give you a tip in the end of this video how you can reduce your net income and you will be eligible for more child care benefit. So this is about temporary residents, and amount is same for permanent residents as well, but only condition temporary residents have to meet is they have to be in Canada, physically in Canada for 18 months before applying this child care benefit. So friends, I highly recommend to apply this. I was also not aware when I was here and my child came. So when I went to his school, applying his went to his school, there was a counselor in the school and she told me about this child care benefit, and I was not aware about that, and my kid was already here for a few months. So when I applied for, I got a lump sum amount like whatever I was eligible. So CRA doesn't keep your money. If you are eligible for a little bit more amount because you haven't applied that on the time, you will also get that money in lump sum in your account. So don't worry, if you are a person who is here from last 2 years and you haven't applied your CCB, you can apply right now, and whatever will be the lump sum amount, CRA will refund that, and CRA will deposit that in your bank account. I highly recommend you to give your bank account to CRA account. CRA account, I mean, you can create a CRA account online. Doesn't matter if your accountant has filed your taxes, that's completely okay. You can create a CRA account online, and that's how you can see your taxes online, your CCB amount, your RRSP contribution, your TFSA contribution. TFSA, RRSP are some kind of financial things over here. They are financial instruments to save money. If you wanna know about these, let me know. I will make a video. But you can see all these tax related things in your CRA account, and you will get the money directly deposit in your account if you give your bank account details in CRA account. Okay. Secondly, my friends, as I mentioned, this money is tax sheltered. Like, you don't need to pay anything on any tax on this money. Plus, the good thing is that you can spend this money in any which way, whatever you like to do. For example, when I was in Canada, I was just living in a one bedroom place, one bedroom set, and when my child came, we have to move to a 2-bedroom place. So definitely our rent got increased. So you can use this money to pay the rent for the place. If your kid is going to a daycare, you can use this money to pay the daycare, because daycare is so damn expensive over here. Or if you are a person who says, oh no, this money we are getting from government and we want to invest or spend that on our kid only, then the best thing which I suggest you, which I also do for my kid, deposit that money to RESP account. RESP is Registered Education Saving Plan, which is also given by the Canadian government, and you get lots of free grants in that. I will make another video if you wanna know what is RESP, because if you deposit the money which you are getting for CCB, you can deposit that to towards the education of your kid, and you make money on that. So it's like killing one bird, it is like shooting 2 birds with one arrow. So definitely it's a win-win situation, but it's your choice how you wanna spend that money. That's completely up to you, because raising a kid is not easy. So it's up to you how you wanna spend this money. Plus if you are a like working person, working parent who goes to the work and have to pay daycare, you can use that for daycare. But say you are a stay home parent, you are a parent who doesn't work, then definitely your income, or you are a couple from which one parent is a stay at home and one parent work, then definitely your income is lower than if you two people are working. So you are eligible for more CCB, like maximum CCB, because it depends completely on the income. So if you can lower down your income, you are eligible for more CCB. And as I told that I'm gonna discuss how you can reduce your net income. We call that adjusted I believe adjusted net income. Let me see, this is called adjusted family net income. So how you can adjust your net income. Say you are making 40,000, and as I mentioned, you can also see about your RRSP contribution room. So RRSP, again, a registered retirement saving plan in Canada. You can lower down your net income via contributing to your RRSP amount more. How to explain? Okay, say you are making 40,000 and your RRSP contribution room for last year was 10,000, just for example. So you are eligible to contribute 10,000 for your RRSP. So 40,000 your net income you are making, and 10,000 you have contributed to RRSP. So your net income remaining will be 30,000. Okay, so now you are getting fit in that criteria of lower income to get maximum CCB. So there you will pay less taxes, and here definitely you will get more CCB. I highly recommend you to go to an accountant to discuss all that, because I'm not a regulated person to discuss about your taxes. But I'm explaining these things which you can do on the general basis, because I also do few things for getting the CCB. So I'm sharing my personal experiences, but this is one way how you can lower down your income and can apply more CCB. I'm gonna share the screen also where about CCB you can find. And CCB is different. Canadian benefit, child care benefit is different than child subsidiary. I'm gonna share these links as well. Child subsidiary is related to subsidized child care. So I'm gonna share the link for both. You just go through that, and still if you have some doubt, you can feel free to ask me. And please let me know if you wanna know more about RESP, RRSP, and TFSAs, because all these instruments are over here. Financial instruments are over here to save your taxes, because taxes in Canada is there definitely. And if you can save your taxes, then why not? So feel free, I can help you in explaining the general things about that. Okay, this is Government of Canada website. Here you can find child care benefit, Canada child benefit, and this link I'm going to share in description box as well. So if you will go down, you can see here is who can apply, how much you can get, payment dates, keep getting your payments, contact CRA. So let's see who can apply. So guys, you can see over here that a Canadian citizen, a permanent resident, a protected person, a temporary resident who has lived in Canada for the previous 18 months and who has a valid permit in the 19 months. So as I mentioned, that PR holders and temporary residents definitely can apply for this, but you need to be here in Canada from last 18 months and must be having a valid permit. Like valid permit means you must have a valid study permit or valid work permit when you're applying for this CCB amount. So this is definitely written over here. If you will go down, you can see some other important arrangements written over here, custody arrangement and your benefits. So there are a lot of things to know about this, but let's go back and I want to show you something. Apply, like how to apply. So you can, okay, let's go here. As when to apply, so this is written that when you can apply. If your kid is born in Canada, you can apply in Canada. If you are bringing your kid from some other place, then you can apply through my account through online. My account is CRA account. Okay, so there are three ways: through by birth registration. If your kid is taking birth in Canada, then definitely in the hospital or your midwife will apply this for you. But if you are bringing your kid from outside, then there are two ways to apply online through my account. My account is, this is a CRA account, which I explained you in the video, that make a CRA account. This is highly recommended. And by mail, you can send the documents by post also. But I applied my CCB through my CRA account, and this is pretty much very simple. Like it's believe me, it's so simple. Like you go to CRA account, you create your CRA account, and then you submit all the documents they ask you. And if I'm not wrong, I got that started, I think in 15 days I got that revert back. You can also send by mail, but that's a little lengthier process, so I did not do that by mail. I did everything online, and this was pretty much very convenient. I, in fact, when I sent CCB documents applied online, I also got a call from CRA to confirm that I apply that, what is the age of my kid and all that. So yes, you will also get a call from CRA after applying. And so many scams happens in Canada, so I was like skeptical, and I asked how I can believe that you are calling from CRA. So the person told me that you applied something in your CRA account related to your child. I'm calling about that only. And then I came to know, yes, that person is from CRA only. So CRA is pretty much very active in all these things, and they will contact you and apply your CCB. Due to this COVID-19 situation, maybe it will be little bit delayed, but you can apply it now too. If you go back, you can see it here. You can also contact CRA. Go here, contact the CRA. You can also contact CRA regarding the status of all that stuff, apply for CCB and everything. So they are very helpful. You can call them, you can do so many things. Like it's really convenient. It's okay. So CRA, contact CRA, keep getting your payments. So if you will go through this, you will have more knowledge, and still you have your any question, I'm here to help you. That's all. That's all for today. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.